That's the scariest ride I've ever taken.
All right, we just wrapped up attending the DIY Teardrop Campers Community 6th Annual Gathering, and it was one to remember, guys. I know when we started out, we were packing up to leave on a Tuesday night and head up, get there a day earlier than we normally do, and spend a long weekend with the group. But on our way out, we had a rush of storms come through, knocked the top out of an entire tree. So we had a yard full of limbs.
Kind of had a limb fall down into our chicken coop, but it was okay. It wasn't broke. It just fell into a crease.
It created a hole and plugged the hole.
Right, and plugged the hole with the branch.
So we said, heck with it. We'll get it when we get back.
Yeah.
We jumped in the truck and we went on. So we pulled out of the yard about 6 p.m. We headed out. And we stopped along the way, got something to eat. We started getting tired about 10 o'clock. And we were somewhere around the other side of Birmingham. And so we decided to pull over for the night. So we found a Love's truck station. We went in, got ready for bed, pulled across the street to the Cracker Barrel. And
we had never spent the night in a Cracker Barrel, so this was the very first time.
Yeah, and there was one other RV there. So we pull out our little our inverter generator and hook up our air conditioner, slide in, and 10:30 at night, we're out for the night. At 2 o'clock in the morning, Michelle, Randall, I think somebody's outside. So I cracked the door and I looked. I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
Nope.
Since we were in the Cracker Barrel parking lot, the garbage trucks were coming through, and there were 2 of them. And these were gigantic dumpsters. I'd never seen dumpsters like this before. But it was like, doom, 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 doom. And it was right by our camper. It was loud.
Literally, we could have spit on them. They were that close. In fact, I thought maybe we needed to move the camper. We might have been in his way. But
Michelle was like, I got to use the bathroom. I was like, all right, well, let's pack it on up, go across to the Love station. We got coffee, and then we left. About 2:30, we hit the road. And
so about 4:30, we were on the road, probably a good 2.5 hours or 2 hours.
Knocked down another 100 miles.
Yep.
And this was a 12-hour trip for us,
yeah.
Over 700 miles one way.
Yeah, so we got to the Alabama, Mississippi
Welcome Center,
and it was 4:30, and a storm was rolling in. So we thought, well, this would be a great opportunity to catch a little bit more sleep because we were both worn out. We just didn't get our rest in.
And so all the parking lots were full from the 18-wheelers, and the security guard at the Welcome Center said, "Hey, you're going to have to pull into the dump station, and I'll move the cone, and you can pull in there." So we pulled in there,
put the cone back. We were really secure and secluded, actually, off to the side. It was nice and quiet.
And then at 6 o'clock in the morning, doom, doom, we were parked right by the dumpster, and another garbage truck was emptying the garbage. And I looked out the door, and I looked at Michelle, and she said, "The expression on your face."
Yeah. It was just...
I was like, you have got to be kidding me.
It was priceless, the look on your face. I knew what the problem was when you turned around and looked at me and said, "You have got to be kidding me." And you can't make this stuff up. I mean, really.
So Michelle jumped in the cab of the truck, and she drove us pretty much the rest of the way. The next morning, we pulled in. We are in Bennett Springs, Missouri, just outside of Lebanon. As you see right here, we got these nice crystal springs. You can see all the way down to the bottom of the spring here, and it is just loaded with trout. Right on the other side of that brick wall over there is a hatchery. So they're actually hatching off these trout and releasing it, and all these fishermen can come out here and catch these trout. Just on the other side of the dam over there, in Loop 4, is where all the DIY Teardrop campers are gathering, and that's where we're having our event. Beautiful weather. We actually are about 75 degrees, getting down to about 60 degrees at night. So it's perfect weather to come out and have a camp out like this. And we got all set up.
But on the way up there, is it Mike? No, who had the accident?
Jim had a bike accident. And so when we were getting set up, they were like, hey, did you hear about Jim? And I was like, what happened to Jim? Well, Jim was at the hospital and he was getting his arm looked at. He was on an e-bike and had stopped and then tripped trying to get his foot out from over the bike, fell over and broke his arm.
So tell us what happened exactly.
Well, I stopped and was right up against my trailer. Went to get off the bike and caught my toe on the pedal, and down I went.
Oh.
Straight on my shoulder.
Yeah.
And so he had to call his family members, I think his sons, from Omaha, Nebraska, the next day to come get him. And he said he was in like an 11 pain level. It's like,
yeah, a lot of pain.
All right, so while we were at the campfire, we come to find out that Melody Miller had a spill off of her e-bike also and kind of scraped herself up. Well, the next morning, Michelle and I were getting on our e-bikes.
Just riding around, checking out the campground, and
we're going to go down to the dam and we're going to watch all the fly fishermen.
Oh, so beautiful there.
And check out all the rainbow trout that people were catching.
Yeah.
But on the way down the first hill, Michelle had this incident.
And it was an S-curve road down the hill. And right at the end of the bottom of the hill, there's a stop sign. And it, like, this road that we were riding on tees right into the main road that goes straight just a little ways and then drops down.
It's a good thing it was a campground road and there were no traffic there, because she blew right through that stop sign. She must have been going probably 30 miles an hour. As she blows by me, I've got no brakes.
Yeah. Hey. That was rude. Yeah, that was rude. He waved at me. Baby, I don't have any brakes. Randall, I don't have any brakes. Oh my God, I don't have any brakes. Oh my God, no brakes. No brakes, honey. That's the scariest ride I've ever taken.
So luckily she didn't go on, she hit that flat level and was able to bring her bike to a stop, because if she'd hit the next hill, she felt like that would have been it for her.
Yeah, that would have been it.
It would have been
lost
game
control.
over.
That would have been. It was going
That
so
was a
fast.
steep hill.
And then there were people coming in and out on that main road. I wouldn't have been able to stop for them, and they might not have known that I wasn't going to stop. So who knows what would have happened.
They would have heard her screaming though.
I was screaming pretty loud. But thank goodness for that little easement right off the road, because it was nice and flat, and I was able to slide off the back of the bike. Now, I just had a partial hip replacement, so that was also my fear, is how am I going to stop this bike
without re-injuring
and it's
yourself.
my right hip, and I'm right-handed, so it's natural for me to lean to the right side. So instead of doing that and risking it further in my injury, I just slid off the back onto the rack of my bike and placed both my feet onto the ground and helped stop the bike, because I was cruising pretty fast.
So we went through that fiasco, got back to the campground, and then Michelle and I were telling Rue and Yumi about it. And then lo and behold,
They go for a little bike ride.
Yumi takes a spill.
Yes.
And she tells us her story.
Okay, so tell me what happened on the bike.
Okay, so I was riding my e-bike for the first time, and it was okay, but I just stopped riding, and then I actually don't remember what happened to me, but I kind of lost the balance, and I just fall on the ground, and then
Wow.
yeah, my
Yeah.
knee.
Skinned up both
Yeah.
your knees. Yeah.
And I hit so hard. This
Oh.
knee still hurts.
Yeah.
But I can walk.
Mm.
So you'll
Well,
be
that's
okay.
good. Yeah.
All right, so after all the bike incidents, and we're there for a day or two, and then was it Friday morning, our daughter Maya is back home watching everything, and then we
Well,
get
There's lots of nice campfires every night, and you get to hang out with everybody. There were some of those, enjoyable moments where everybody got to get together and introduced everybody, and we got to hang out at the campfires, and I love just getting together and talking to everybody.
that's the best part about these campouts, is even from the time you wake up in the morning and you have your cup of coffee, other people are bringing their cup of coffee,
Yeah.
and they're just coming to have a sit down with you
It's really nice.
and just hang out for an hour or so while you just
And
drink your coffee and relax. I love it.
Yeah, and it's true. No two campers are alike. There's tons of campers. We saw so many campers, and no two campers are alike.
One camper stood out. This was his first time
Mm-hmm.
at a camp out, and Mike brings his stand-up camper that he just built. Now, keep in mind, when you see this camper, Mike is a cabinet builder. He's a professional.
No, he's a home builder. Sherman is the cabinet
That's
builder.
right. He's a home builder, so he's a professional builder, and it was mind-blowing
Yeah.
the quality behind this camper.
Right.
And this was kind of a new to us, so we did a little interview with Mike and to
Because
take a
his is the only other stand-up camper other than John and Melody's.
Yeah, we've seen John and Melody, and there's a lot of the other campers that have been on video before. So Mike is kind of new,
Yeah.
so we featured Mike.
And he has a bathroom, so
So check out his camper.
we thought that was neat.
All right, guys, while we're here at the DIY, there is a camper that really stands out to me. Mike Hulk just built this. This is his first DIY event and first time anybody has really seen his build. He's posted his build on the DIY group, and it created a lot of attention, but this is the first time we're really going to check it out, and we wanted to bring it to you guys. So Mike, you built this.
Right.
This is an awesome build.
Thank you.
So tell us some of the features, starting here with the galley, and what you've got here. I noticed you got a nice ice co on slides.
Yeah, a nice on slide. It's really nice. It can take things down to 0 temperature.
So it's a freezer
and
too.
It's a freezer, and it will maintain it. You know, it's a good product. But the reason I have with this stand-up platform on the back here, so I can get more kitchen cabinets in the back, and because of the galley, the hatch being so big, if it would have came all the way down, that's why I have these swing out doors on it. That way I'm allowed to, to have room to put my wife's sink in here. So
Oh, look at that. It's
she's
got a fold down nozzle.
Yeah. So it even has water. And
Yep.
it's got dirty dishes in there, so when she gets here, she's got something to do.
I'm sure she'll appreciate that.
Yes.
Now, you've got the first teardrop I've ever seen with a fold down platform to step up on.
Yep.
I've never seen that concept. What made you decide to do that?
Well, the reason for doing that is just so that I could get more cabinet space back here.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're standing on the ground and you're already 14 or so inches off of the ground, that's that much less because you have to keep your counter at counter height.
30-ish something
yeah,
inches.
32 inches. So that way then I can keep this galley hatch way up here, and then I still have all the cabinet space in underneath here, which allows me to. It's no different than when you're standing on the ground. You're at this grade, but you still have all of these cabinets.
Plenty of
under here.
headspace up
Yep,
there.
plenty of headspace.
Countertop is at a good
Yep.
working height.
Yep.
And you're out of the mud.
There you go. I've got a lot of mud prints on here from the other day when it was raining, but
Yeah.
yes. So, but that was the reason for putting this. That, and it also gives me a bumper.
Little added protection in case you got some
Yep.
tailgaters, huh?
So there's the bumper protection. Of course, they lock in, but yeah.
You got working tail lights here.
Yep, working tail lights there, down there.
Now the biggest feature that I see that I think is just the coolest is this pass-through screen. And the people at home that are watching this on TV, on camera might not know, but that's a bug screen that's right there.
Right.
But you can see right through that thing as if it's not
Yes,
even there.
and my wife has tried to pass things back and forth through there, forgetting doesn't even see that, you know, in the way. But yes, that way this allows it to be more open, not so claustrophobic when you're inside, even though that is bigger than your typical claustrophobic teardrop.
And the air movement through there is just great. Keeps everything cool.
So,
Let's check out the inside.
yeah, let's check out the inside.
okay.
All right, so you've got 2 mattresses in here. Are these your standard mattresses or are they trifold?
No, they're trifold mattresses, and it was designed with this width and stuff so that these trifold mattresses fit in here exactly the way they are.
And you got a nice little moon, a skylight,
Yeah,
moonlight.
they call it a stargazer.
That's it,
Yep.
stargazer.
Yep. So we have the stargazer, and then the shelf there for the wife's all her little knick-knack stuff.
Well, the wife
And
always
that's her-
has to have storage.
Yeah, that's her Lake Michigan. That's her favorite spot to be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now you've got something no other teardrop around here's got, and that's a bathroom.
That's the bathroom.
Yeah. With a
And that's
flushable toilet.
With a flushable toilet. Got a 22-gallon freshwater tank, a 16-gallon black water tank, and a 10-gallon gray water tank. Have all the storage underneath on this side. Have the coffee pot over there. The other cabinets are in here to give
They
more
just got here.
more space, you know, to the back, so that you have plenty more cabinet space.
Woody right there.
And so I have plenty of storage in here.
Well, Mike, I appreciate you taking the time to give us a
Yes,
little tour of
yes,
your
Randall.
camper. It's an impressive build.
Well, thank you very
and,
much.
Enjoy it.
And if anybody would like to copy it, they're more than welcome to do so.
All right, all
Yeah.
right. Yeah, a lot of
And-
people will draw from other people's builds.
Yes,
So
yep.
I'm sure you'll see in the future
Yep.
other people doing some things that you've
Yep.
done here.
And the
I
only
love that pass through.
the only drawing I have is in here.
All right.
So, but I can get it out of there. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Randall. Michelle, it's nice having you.
So after we were visiting people and doing the camping thing and doing gatherings or doing the campfire gatherings, we got news Friday morning that there was a bad storm rolling through back home. And after the storm, our daughter Maya, which was back home, takes the camera and she shows us on FaceTime that the tops of the 2 largest trees we have in our yard is now on top of our chicken coop and on top of the sawmill.
Yeah.
And it is a wreck. Our yard was a complete wreck.
Thank goodness nothing happened to the house. John and Melody, I know that they had a tree fall in their house, and that was just horrible.
That is horrible.
I hate that for them. They had to leave early, so there were a lot of little crazy things going on in this trip. But yeah,
It seemed like a lot of people were leaving early. There were just weather things going on, family things
weather
going on.
was crazy.
Yeah, so people have had some family issues going on. All in all, the camp out was great. We enjoyed the trip there, the trip home. While
we
we're
made
there,
new friends.
absolutely beautiful park, mind-blowing
Yes.
park.
That
if you're
whole
up in,
fly fishing thing is so cool. We're definitely going to do some fly fishing.
if you're ever up in Missouri, check out Bennett Springs Park. It is a really, really nice park.
Yeah. Everything about it was nice.
So, with all the storms that were coming through, we had to cut our trip short
A day early.
and come on back home. But while we were there,
But
Ben had an idea that since Jay Poor, the organizer of our group, couldn't be there because, due to medical reasons, Ben came out of his pocket and bought a cardboard life-size cutout of Jay. So we snatched up the cardboard Jay, and everybody that was there at the time that we did this.
right, and we're sorry that we didn't get to do it with the people that left before we got there, or the people that left the day that we got there, or the day after, that we just didn't get to do these little antics.
We
with-
took Cardboard Jay around and did some antics. So check out this clip.
Okay, I got to get in my refrigerator. How's that? Run out of beer in there. Oh, hey Jay, fancy meeting you here. All right. Yeah. Look good in there. Yeah. So I'd offer you a cold one, but I don't think the doctor wants you to have one.
Okay, y'all come together and get a group. Can I get a group picture of you guys?
Come on, Penny. Come on, man.
Oh, see? Yep. Okay, you gotta come out of the loop. There you go. All right, let's get a picture. Okay. Yep. Bring in the antics. Yep. That's great. All right.
All right, so this is our camp oven and stove, and so far it's been working really well. Hey Jay, how are you doing? Good to see you.
Yeah.
Where's Jay been?
I don't know.
Oh, no, there's Jay.
You know, he was in the bathroom for a while. Hey!
Hey Jay.
All right, breakfast was big, so we got a lot of washing to do. You're not keeping up your end of the bargain, Jay. You're supposed to be washing and I do the rinsing. Come on. Come on. You're stiff like a board. What are you doing?
Don't burn the steaks, Jay. Don't burn the steaks.
We want food. We want food. Jay, it's time to go fishing. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Hi Jay, how do you like the tubs? Easy in, easy out. About the easiest way to do it.
All right, hey Jay, let me show you how this works here. So, got these bent knee locking mechanisms, and when you push it upwards, you just kick it over, let the weight of the hatch hold it down in its locking position. So, there you go, Jay.
Yeah, buddy. Crying real teardrop tears. Jay, you're looking a little thin there. I think you need a meal here. I think we can take
How about
care
some
of it.
P&J? It's the only thing we have.
Good stuff. He's not eating today. He's not eating. Go, Jay. Blow, man. Blow. Come on, Jay.
Wrong note, Jay.
Oh, yeah, that was the wrong note. Come on. Come on, man. Come on.
Jay, I'm tired of you leaving all your beer cans around the campfire, and I have to pick them up in the morning. You drank way too much last night, and then you didn't even say a word because you were so drunk. Quiet man.
Jay, I heard you had a tough time last night. You got that leg tattoo, didn't even know it. But it's pretty good. Tonight you can get one on the other side. Get a little color in that. But we got some coffee. We can make you a cup of coffee, make you feel better.
All right, Jay, let's have some shredded chicken. It's looking pretty good. Not interested? All right. Missing out.
Well, Jay, I'm sorry that you're not here. The gumbo, we'll enjoy it with you or without you, but maybe we'd be able to send you some home if somebody lives up that way by you. If not, we're going to eat it.
Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posy, ashes, ashes, we all fall down.
Jay, I want you to look what you cost me. Just by going to your Facebook page, you cost me a bundle of money. But thank you.
And now he's got to work even longer.
Jay, thanks for the BB. It's the biggest sardine can I ever slept in. No bad back, no nothing.
My son calls it a mailbox.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it's my aluminum can, my sardine can. I love it.
All right, Jay, you ready for some grilled cheese? Today we're having adult grilled cheese on the scallop. And by adult, I mean we're adding tomato to this one. How well do you like yours cooked?
So we're gonna put you in the box and get you back home where you belong, and wish you well and all the best of luck. So you're gonna have a good trip home. We're sending you home with Gary Schaefer.
Roll Tide! Okay. This man right here, he got awful tall, you know. This man right here, Jay Poor, I think started his Teardrop group about 7 years ago. This is the 6th gathering. I was fortunate to find the group at number 35, okay, somewhere around there with him. And he has himself built 14 teardrops, 2 of which are here. 5 were supposed to be here and didn't make them all. Not due to the teardrop, but the people just backed out. He has set this group up for on behalf of all of you that are here who have benefited from the experiences and the failings of all the rest of us. And hopefully you looked at the failings and said, okay, we really don't want to do that, do we? And then the successes of everybody, and we can copy that. But there are so many successes of the same thing that we have our options to pick and choose. Jay has put his heart and soul into this group for many, many years. As often as he would like to make it, he can't because of just life in general gets in the way with him, and has not made it to all of our gatherings. But he has always been here in spirit with us from the get-go, because each and every one of us carry a little bit of what Jay Poor is by being part of this group. So to Jay Poor, round of applause for this man who has given all for us, even though he couldn't be here. I'd give you a kiss, but you're too ugly. I ain't gonna do that. But as everybody else that's here, that we've been here, that I hope you all have enjoyed this time together here in Bennett Springs. It's a beautiful place, and it is an opportunity to share and make new friends and see new ideas and get opportunities for us to make a better teardrop for ourselves or help others make better teardrops. And that's what this whole group is about, helping one another. And so to you all, a round of applause. To you all for being here. Thank you, Michelle, for the videos that she's taken, and the Teals, who took photographs of everybody that were here. Some of us weren't here yet, but they took a photograph with everybody in their trailer, and it's going to be posted on. So you can take a selfie of yourself and post it on there so we can see you with your trailer. The hachus. It's been great. Thanks to the other admins, Randall and Rue, for their contributions to the group as here. Thanks to my wife, who is basically, you guys wouldn't have none of this going on if it wasn't for her, because she controlled it all, took care of it all. And it's been a rough week. On our way here, her brother died. And we found out this morning that our house was hit by a tornado. And so it's been kind of a rough one for us, but we are here because we love all of you. And we appreciate the camaraderie that this man, Jay Poor, has gleaned for us. We have all the other admin. Ben Meyer, who didn't get to stay here long. Ben Meyer was here. And for him, we've got Tony Latham and Curtis Daniel and Jimmy Stewart and Brody and others that all watch and make sure that you don't have crud on this Facebook page. There's no arguing, there's no fighting, there's no nothing, because it happens and they're gone. You know, the door's closed. So that's a safety that we all know that it will be a good group from here on. And kind of applause to all of the admin that take care of all that stuff. And for those experts that give their personality. So thank you again for being here. Safe travels to everyone who goes home, everybody that's going home, everybody. Safe travels home, and may the trailers stay upright and with their wheels on. And some of us, we know some people that their hatch stayed on the way home. Yeah. The Twinkie made it. That was Schaefer 2's. That was Angie and Scott. And they come up here with a foamy, and we don't have very many foamies in this group. They come up here with a foamy that was maybe half a ton. And it made it. And so they got to enjoy it, and they got to meet a bunch of other people, and got to meet Ken with his foamy and see what he did, and Ken and Dixie. And so we don't have too many foamies in this group at all, period. So hats off to those that venture that way. So anybody have anything they'd like to say before we shut this thing down?
Thank you, John, for all your effort you put forth.
I'm just a big mouth. And thank you for everything. That will do it. We're signing off, Jay. 6th annual gathering in the book. So, who wants to step back?
Alright guys, we hope you enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't a typical DIY video that you might be used to seeing that we've done in the past. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if this is your first time. Remember, keep growing,
keep building,
and always keep adventuring. And together, we're Flomaton Famous, and we'll see you next time.